All right, and we are back with your weekly offensive. Of course, it is Monday, so everybody does know it is the following.
It's Tuesday.
Oh, shit. It is April Fool's. Ha ha! Got you.
Fuck you, we ain't doing one.
Right? Well, before we go, we wanna sit here and tell iHeartRadio that we iHeart you.
iHeartRadio.
Want to give a
We
shout?
haven't said that, we didn't say that last week.
No, we did not.
iHeartRadio, we still iHeart you.
Right. And also want to give a shout out to 88 E-Vapes. I did get the Hades mod from 88 E-Vapes, and they are sending me what's called a Tayfun GT. They emailed me last night and told me that I should try it out and that they're going to send me one as a gift. I thought that was very awesome to hear. So I guess what I could do is once I get on here and review it and let you know how it actually works out, I guess. And then Sheena farts on the radio.
I farted too.
Well, I heard hers. I didn't hear yours. And now she's over here like turning beat ass red because her ass was facing the computer.
Way to go, Shanna. This is why we're not on iHeartRadio.
Right?
This is why we don't have nice things.
Alright, but before we continue, let's go ahead and give the spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
People die.
A lot of people die.
Right.
Alright,
There's zombies on The Walking Dead.
What's that?
There's zombies on The Walking Dead.
Son of a bitch. I did not know that.
The mother is dead.
Huh?
The mother is dead.
Alright. Are you watching The Walking Dead?
No, I've never watched it.
Oh. Well, I will tell you, the season finale of The Walking Dead was last night, and it's one of those... I have a prediction for that show, and everybody tells me I'm wrong, so I'd rather not get into that right now. But Hoopty, go ahead and give us our recap of tonight.
Oh, let's see here. We started off with, I know Joe at the Corbin cult.
Mm-hmm.
He killed some chick in a blood sacrifice, and then that, what's his name? Patrick? Robert. He got a little upset about that because he really liked the chick that they killed.
Yeah.
But then Joe sent Emma to fuck his brains out, and now he's pretty cool with him.
Yeah. Well, Sheena, as soon as that happened, Sheena goes, wow, she's a little slut. And I was like, well, Joe told her to do it.
Yeah, of course she is. She's a sociopath. But, let's see here. What else? We got Lily and her cult returned with a very nice, elaborate plan. They went into a bakery, killed a bunch of people, stabbed a bunch of people. But two of the people they supposedly stabbed were members of Lily's cult.
Yes, and...
they went to the hospital that Luke was in, and they got Luke out of the hospital, and he's back with Lily's cult. Then, Mandy, she went AWOL and left the company's apparel because she overheard Emma saying that she can't be trusted, and for many other reasons.
Well, we did find out she could not be trusted, but we'll get to that in a minute.
But, yeah, she left, and at the end of the episode, she calls Mark, Lily's son. And then, I knew how the episode was going to end.
I did too.
I knew this was going to be the ending scene. Claire is out of protective witness protection, and she went to Ryan's house, her apartment, whatever.
Well,
and
she's
Ryan
not...
is now very much aware that she is alive.
Well, she is not really out, per se.
Right.
They're just...
But she's not in hiding.
Well,
like, Ryan knows she's alive.
Well, that's probably the only other person that's gonna know she's alive until they catch all this shit. But I will say, it was funny. Sheena was in the kitchen doing something, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I called it, and she's like, "What?" I was like, "Claire went and seen Ryan," but I had to explain to her the whole scene because it was rather funny. West, they opens up the door to look at Weston's
like,
face.
Ryan, I'm sorry, I gotta explain it.
I'm sorry, I wanted to tell you, but...
Right?
Yeah, but I am going to go ahead and say it, and I believe you agree with me. Mandy's going to be the downfall of Joe Carroll.
Yeah, Mandy's going to fuck a lot of shit up.
Well, she's going to Lily Gray, so.
Right? Which is interesting that she went there. I was thinking she was going to just turn him in.
I didn't think she was going to turn him in. But I will tell you, I knew that she was going to Lily the minute she pulled up the internet just to pull up an ad and get a phone number. I was like, why do I have a feeling she's about to call Lily?
Alright.
But why do I think Lily is not going to take her? Only because Lily thinks it's a setup. That's my whole prediction.
Or Lily's gonna like take her and then hold her hostage to get Joe.
Right.
So like Joe is attached to her. Like generally attached to her.
Yeah.
He kind of, I don't know. I'm getting the feeling he kind of feels responsible for her.
Well, I mean, it's kind of his fault her mom's dead. Because if he would have never showed up there, her mom would most likely still be alive. And
right.
so much a whore.
Well, that just actually goes back to my whole thing with how he's attached to her and he feels responsible for her because he could have just killed her.
Yeah, and ended everything.
Right.
Well, do you still think Weston's involved?
I do.
And
still do. Yep.
I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna be in for a big letdown. I do not believe Weston's involved. I believe the whole secrecy behind everything was because of Claire and the protective custody. So.
Yeah, he's involved. I'm telling you.
All right. Well, $2 and a Snickers is riding on it.
Let's see here. So I spoiled the other show. I already spoiled it for you.
Oh yeah, go ahead. It's
yes, the after what was it, 8 years and 200 episodes, the series How I Met Your Mother has came to an end. It was a really good episode, really good ending for that show. They go into the future and explain like basically what all happens to all the characters. This whole season was just leading up to Barney and Robin getting married. And they got married last week. And this week, they go into the future, and like after 3 years, they end up getting divorced because Robin works for World News and travels all over the world, and Barney, he's a New Yorker. He wants to stay in New York, so they end up getting divorced, remain mutual friends. Lily and Marshall, they end up having 3 kids total. Marshall finally ends up becoming a judge, and he's applying to be he's running to be a New York Supreme Court judge.
Yeah, right.
Barney, after divorcing Robin, he does end up having a daughter to some random chick. They never say what the random chick's name is, but he's very, like, as soon as he sees his daughter, he changes completely how he is. And then, the big shocker was, it wasn't really a shocker, but I didn't really see this coming. The whole series, and Ted telling the story to his kids, the whole reason he is telling the story to his kids is because the mother is dead. She apparently died 6 years before he started telling this story to them. And the kids, after he's done telling the whole story, basically looked at him and said, "This wasn't a story about how you met Mom. This is a story about how much you love Aunt Robin," what they call her. "And you're basically wanting to know if we'd be all right with you dating her." And the series ends with, if you've seen the first episode of the whole series, when Ted first goes on the date with Robin and he steals the blue French horn,
mm-hmm.
That's how it ends. He steals the blue French horn for her again.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Nice. I mean, I will say the show was good. It got, I know, like I said, I only watched like the first 3 seasons maybe, because to me it just kept getting repetitive, and I was like, eh. But I will say the reason I did watch it though was Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, this character was fucking great.
Well, this is the thing that amazes me. I have nothing against gay people. He is like the gayest person you'll ever meet. He always plays a womanizing role.
Well, that's actually one of the really more touching moments of the finale was he ends up saying to the whole group after him and Robin gets divorced and he's back out womanizing that he will never be the person to meet a woman and look at her and say, I love you, everything I am and everything that I have is yours forever. I will never say that. And then whenever his daughter is born, the nurse hands his daughter to him and he looks straight at her and says, I love you, everything I have and everything I am is yours forever.
Oh, wow.
And then the next scene, they show him back in the bar with the whole group and these 2 hot chicks walk on by. He goes up to the bar and these chicks are like, you want to do shots? And he goes, shots? That's just a way to make bad decisions. Go home and start studying. And call your parents.
Wow. I thought she was going to say he comes out at the end of it and goes, guys, I secretly found out that I'm gay. That would have probably been the funniest thing to ever come out on there because
yeah,
because he really is gay. And again, if you're gay and you're listening, I don't hate you, but I do hope you got offended by that. Anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna have to catch up on that. I can't really catch up on Bates Motel right now because I don't have no.
Yes, the Bates Motel tonight was pretty good.
I lost my satellite, so I won't have that back till the 20th. If everybody's wondering, how did you watch The Following then? Don't worry about that shit. I have my people.
On a need-to-know basis.
Yep, and evidently you don't need to know if you can't figure it out. But,
so, to answer one of your questions from the last show, I am still playing Batman Arkham Origins, and yes, the Joker is in it.
Nice.
This is, basically when the Joker first shows up in Gotham.
Oh, nice. Nice. Well, let's see. Anything new happened, or anything good happened to you yesterday? Because I know we did a show Saturday.
No, I was at work pretty much, actually.
You don't have to run that
Which, if any of our listeners are in the Perryopolis, Pennsylvania area, today we are offering at Campy's Pizza free small cheese pizzas for dine-in only, and it is not an April Fool's joke.
So if I show up, you'll give me a free cheese pizza?
Yep, a free small cheese pizza. It has to be dine-in, though.
What do I have to buy anything?
No.
Yeah, I'm not driving all the way out to Perryopolis. How far is that from Indiana?
About an hour and a half.
Yeah, I'm not driving an hour and a half for a free cheese pizza because you know what? I'll pay for that free cheese pizza and all the gas I waste.
Yeah, but it'll be a cheese pizza made by me.
Well, how about you meet me halfway and you deliver it and you say it was a dine-in?
Can't do that, sir. Well, actually, I might be able to do that. I might be able to bring one home and then, meet you in Blairsville on my way back home.
Nice. Well, I don't get off work till 11:30 at night, so unless you... I know you're starting day shift tomorrow.
Yeah, you're a shit out of luck. Yeah, I got to be up in 6.5 hours.
Oh, wow. Hope you don't need no sleep.
No, I don't. I just...
Give him some alcohol, he'll be alright, but Hoopty can't drink alcohol, so...
That's right. So, another thing, had to go to, a one-on-one session with drug and alcohol counselor, and this bitch needs to start paying me to be her fucking therapist, because, every time I go and see her, we never talk about, anything going on with me. It's just her bitching about her job and how much she hates it for an hour.
How much she hates to be a drug and alcohol counselor?
Yeah.
Wow, that's the best drug and
She hates her
alcohol.
fucking supervisor and all this bullshit.
Well, does she talk about having to go drink after work?
No, she's never mentioned anything like that. But
Because I'm sorry, that would be epic from a drug and alcohol counselor.
last Wednesday when I went and seen her, she's like, because she was my counselor the last time I went, and she's telling me about people in her groups, and like part of the rules when you go there is obviously you're not allowed to do any type of drugs or alcohol the entire time you're in group. They random piss test you and all this bullshit. And she's telling me she told one of her group that, and apparently like 2 people in the group were flipping out. They're like, "You can't tell us not to drink. I mean, how are you even going to know if we were drinking or not?" And then she's telling me in her head, she's thinking, "You're right, I'm not going to know. So shut the fuck up and just go with it."
Right?
Just shut up, smile, nod your fucking head, and let it be. And the whole time she's saying this, I'm just sitting there smiling like, mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, that thing that actually reminds me of, I was watching some of the Jimmy Kimmel skits. And there was one, they were going out on the streets asking people if they drink at their job. And this one lady's like, "Yeah, I drink every day before I go to work." And they're like, "Well, can you tell us what your job is?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm a drug and alcohol counselor." And I'm like, wow. She was a little too, what's the word I'm looking for? Lax with that answer.
Right?
I was like,
I'm a drug and alcohol counselor.
I could say the only job that I knew I could get away with going to work drunk or hungover was TRG.
Yep.
Because Friday mornings, what was everybody doing?
Right?
Sitting in their seats going, "Why the fuck did I come to work today?"
Yeah. Like, damn it, why did I stay out so fucking late?
And
Every fucking week.
In case anybody doesn't know, the reason why I say this was on Friday nights, because Thursday nights was karaoke at Dingbats.
Right?
And where did almost 90% of TRG go to? Dingbats on Thursday night. Did they all sing? No, they all sat and drank the whole fucking time.
Right?
Unless you were Patrick Hoyman.
Yeah. Patrick Hoyman, karaoke rockstar.
Right? But I will remember that.
Pizzini.
Right? I mean, don't get me wrong, I went out there and sang because I get drunk enough to get the courage to start singing.
Same here.
But it was probably one of the best ones because that's when I was wearing contacts. And I remember going to work on Fridays with the contacts in, pair of sunglasses on, just laying my head back going, "Alright, give me at least an hour before this thing starts beeping that I gotta call." As soon as you go in, beep! Oh,
Beep.
shit.
You're like, fuck.
"Welcome to AT&T. What do you want?" You can't talk to me like that. You can't talk to me like that, okay?
Yeah, you're a cow.
You're a towel.
Don't call me shoeless.
Like I said, I could say, honestly, every supervisor and employee was probably either drunk or hungover on Fridays there.
Yeah, pretty much. I know the trainer was.
Oh, well. I know the trainer also come in under other certain influences and came in. What did we learn yesterday? Yeah, learn that again today.
Right.
And go to sleep. I mean, I'm not going to say any names to that guy, but...
We won't mention any names. We'll just call him Matthew H. or M. Holupka.
Or M. Halupka. I mean, him and Hoopty are no relation.
No.
I tell you what, I don't miss the place. I miss a lot of the people there. Because, it was fun there. The job wasn't really... It
used to be a lot of fun when we were MCI.
Well, I'll tell you what, the job's not really that bad. It's just the person who runs the place. I mean, I can say that, and...
I just got a shiver down my spine.
Right. Things that make you go, ugh.
Right. Oh, dude, you weren't there whenever she had her first kid.
No, I was there for the whatever kid that was that she had.
The first one?
No, was it the first? Which one is that, babe? The one that she just recently had.
Okay. Well, when she was having the first one, we all joked around that she was carrying the Antichrist. And on her due date, there was a real bad fucking thunderstorm. Like, you went outside and it looked like fucking the end of the world was fucking happening.
No.
Like, black as black could fucking be. And then fucking the power flickered, and one of our reps, my actual boss right now, stood up and he yelled, "It's fucking happening! The Antichrist is coming! The first contraction just went down!"
Oh, shit.
We're like, holy shit.
Well, see, that was the joke about her second kid, or third, or second, or fifth, or whatever it was. That it was also going to be the Antichrist. Because I still...
It can't be the Antichrist, because that's her.
Well, then it was a spawn of Satan, then. Anyways, I will say, the only thing I can remember about her being pregnant was she basically was Satan while she was pregnant. And my favorite line to her, and I was told I should have felt bad for saying it, was when she pissed me off. I looked at her, I said, I hope your baby dies.
Nice.
And everybody's like, you should feel so bad for saying that. And I was like, why? That would be doing the world a favor.
Oh, fuck. What the fuck do I gotta do here?
There's
Come on, I don't
notes.
know what I gotta do.
You've gotta go to sleep.
Well, yeah, there's that, but there's a bunch of motherfuckers hooked up to electric chairs.
Oh, nice.
Right? The Joker's got them all fucking strapped up, and... wait.
I was about to say, are you supposed to save them?
I think. I don't fucking know. Wait, what's that?
Alright, Hoopy, I'm going to ask you a question that someone asked me, and I was unable to answer it. Let's see if you can answer it.
Alright.
What's the Joker's backstory?
It differs from, like, from the movies to the comic books to the games. He doesn't really have a set backstory.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What do you think? What is his original? Like, when I say original, it would have to be the comic books, because that's original for Joker. What was his real name?
They never say his real name. They give, like in the comic books, they never say his real name.
Because
in the first one with Jack Nicholson, they do. I think it was Vinny or Vince.
Yeah. Well, I know in Batman, I forget which. It's one of the graphic novels. They actually say he was a psychiatrist.
Harley Quinn is.
I don't know. Again, Harley Quinn's actually changes a lot too.
Yeah, I know she was the Joker's psychiatrist.
Well, say they said that she was the Joker psychiatrist. She was a nurse. She was just a regular nurse. All different types of stuff. But they say that, like, it never really says it in the graphic novel I was reading, but it hints that he was a psychiatrist that watched his mom die, and his mom was like a crazy fucking bitch. And when his mom died, all these like bugs came out of her mouth, and he went psychotic. Like I said, I gotta remember I gotta find out which one it was I was reading, and I'll have to get it to you. But it was kind of it's the only thing I didn't like about the graphic novel is it jumped around a lot, so it was hard to follow who it was actually talking about at points.
Right.
But a lot of people ask me, because most of the villains in Batman that you know their backstory. Right. Like the Riddler was what's his name?
Edward Nygma.
Yep. I really want to see him make another movie with either.
Oh yeah, speaking of how I always say I want to see Neil Patrick Harris play the Riddler, and then I really would have liked to have seen Philip Seymour Hoffman play the Penguin. But since Philip Seymour Hoffman's dead now, I've actually been thinking about who else could have played it. If he would be able to do a serious role, I've never seen him do a serious role. I think Jack Black might be able to fucking play the Penguin.
Jack Black has done a few serious roles.
I've never seen him in a serious role.
Well, I mean, not serious, but I'll tell you one of his more serious roles was Shallow Hal.
Yeah, but yeah.
If you think about it, that was one of his most serious roles. Actually, King Kong.
Yeah.
But he didn't have that big of a role in King Kong.
Right.
I mean, he's done some, and like I said, Shallow Hal he's hilarious in, but he's got those moments to where he's just like... He pulls out the whole serious part. I don't think he could really pull off a whole movie of serious role.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. It would be pretty cool to fucking... if he would or could do it.
But then again, was the Penguin always serious though?
Yeah. Yeah, the Penguin's fucking serious.
Who played the Penguin previously?
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, it was Danny DeVito, wasn't it? He didn't do too bad as the Penguin, but he'd probably not be able to.
He was alright.
They need to redo one with Mr. Freeze though.
Yeah, because fucking Arnold, that was awful.
You know who I could see playing an alright Mr. Freeze?
Kevin Spacey.
Other than Kevin Spacey. Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think he would play an alright Mr. Freeze. Because Mr. Freeze was like the whole serious type, and he's the king of fucking serious. But I don't see them casting him because he played Rosh al Ghul.
Hold on, I'm reading something here.
Alright. While you're reading,
okay. Alright, I'm good.
I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to seeing is this new Gotham TV show they have coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know who the actor is, but I did get to see pictures of the person who plays the Penguin.
I got to see the pictures of the guy that's playing Alfred. I can't name him offhand, but they said they're doing a different take on Alfred. So it looks like, to me it looks like it's going to be pretty good because they casted Harley Quinn too already.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like the Harley Quinn from the Batman games.
Yeah, there was the character Harley Quinn was supposed to be in Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll see if I can find the picture of... They did have, one picture of her and Heath Ledger together.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, the thing was, in The Dark Knight Rises, before Heath Ledger died, there was supposed to be a cameo in it where him and Harley Quinn were going to be there. But
yeah, they were, it was supposed to be, one scene of him in Arkham.
Yeah, and they were going to have Harley Quinn, before she was Harley Quinn. The Harley Quinn everybody knows, anyway, I should say.
Okay, I found it. I'll send it to you.
I will say...
Because whoever they do have all dressed up as Harley Quinn, she does look pretty fucking badass.
Excuse me. I didn't mean to burp in everybody's ear. Sheena already farted on everybody. But again, let me go ahead and give a little shout out here again to 88 E-Vapes. I did tell them I was going to give them a few shout outs here as far as the show. Because again, they didn't have to do what they did, but they sent me out something. Oh, nice.
Right?
I don't know why, but that looks so photoshopped. But maybe that's just me.
Might be.
Yeah, I'm actually going to tell you, that's photoshopped.
Oh, yeah?
It's not real. Because that's because if it's an animated picture of Heath Ledger.
Well, that's...
Don't mean to burst your bubble there. But anyways, that is going to be the end of the show, guys. Everybody, thanks for coming on. Yeah, asshole. We would do another part, but Hoopty does have to be up early in the morning. Maybe we'll get another part in sometimes during the week, or we'll do another wacky Saturday. Everybody have a great night. Hoop, do you have fun at work tomorrow?
I'll try. Vagina.
Vagina.